The episode opens with Kazuki looking over their finances. Things aren't looking good, as he and Rei haven't picked up any jobs in a while. In an effort to make money, Kazuki resorts to begging Kyutaro for work, saying they'll do anything. He starts by offering them small jobs like background checks and scouting, which they happily accept. After getting a call from a daycare that a virus has broken out, they are informed that Miri will have to stay home for several days. While at home, she is supposed to work on an assignment that requires her to ask what her parents do for work. Kazuki and Rei are hesitant to tell her anything, given the nature of their jobs, but she is relentless in asking. Kazuki and Rei find themselves exhausted after trying to work at night while taking care of Miri during the day. When Kazuki has to leave to do a job, Rei is left at home to watch Miri, but is too tired to wake up. Miri uses this as an opportunity to sneak out of the apartment and follow Kazuki to see what he does for work. At the same time, Miri stops to pet a dog, causing her to lose track of Kazuki. Rei wakes up to find that she is gone. After confirming she is lost, Kazuki and Rei set out all over the city in search of Miri. Meanwhile, she finds herself outside of Kyotaro's cafe, where he sees her bump into Ajino and brings her inside. Kazuki begins to expect the worst until he and Rei return to Kyotaro's cafe and find her sitting at the counter. Excited to see him, Miri immediately calls him Papa, which confuses Kyutaro and prompts him to ask how they're handling the jobs he gave them. He offers to watch Miri when it's clear they're struggling to handle the workload. After warning Miri not to call them Papa in front of Kyutaro or talk to him about them at all, Kazuki and Rei drop her off at Kyutaro's cafe. They head off to a job while Kyutaro makes Miri a drink. She asks if he knows what Kazuki and Rei do for work, and he replies that they have special jobs. He then lies, saying Kazuki is a terrible stand-up comedian who's too embarrassed to tell anyone and that Rei is an oil baron. While drawing a picture of their jobs, Miri slips up, calling Kazuki and Rei Papa before quickly trying to cover it up. Kyutaro asks if there isn't somewhere else she'd rather go or if other family members are looking for her, but she says she likes it with Kazuki and Rei and would like to stay with them forever. Kazuki and Rei return to the cafe to pick up Miri once their job is finished. Kazuki asks if she said anything weird, but Kyutaro doesn't seem to know what she means. In her sleep, she continues to call them Papa, and Kazuki quickly tries to cover, saying they plan to return Miri to her family eventually. However, Kyutaro reveals that he knows everything. After attending Miri's presentation on their jobs, Rei and Kazuki return to the cafe, where we learn Kyutaro knew everything the entire time. He said he had intended to take action, but after spending some time with her, he understands why they took her in. Of course, he warns that there can be consequences, especially if they betray the organization. He asks if they are prepared for whatever consequences a job like theirs may bring and tells them not to regret it. As the episode ends,